Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another movie on the channel. This is Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. This is kind of the sequel. I mean, it's not really a sequel. They're kind of anthology stories, but it's the second movie in the Knives Out trilogy, saga, whatever, by Rian Johnson. The first Knives Out, fantastic film. I think I went and saw that in theaters 2 or 3 separate times. Really enjoyed that movie. I enjoy Rian Johnson as a director. He has directed some pretty solid movies, including probably my hot take, spicy hot take, my first or second favorite Star Wars movie of all time in The Last Jedi. Oh, I know I'm gonna get some heat for that in the comments, but I freaking love that movie. I think it's incredible. I think it's peak Star Wars. I love everything about it. And that movie is one of the movies that solidified my enjoyment of Rian Johnson as a director, and hopefully this movie lives up to it. I've heard it's pretty good, and I've heard it's very timely in terms of like things that are happening in the world. I just know from reviews reviews that were coming out like a couple weeks or a month back, people were saying it's almost like Rian Johnson wrote, filmed, and edited this movie within the last like 2 months. And something, I don't know what that means, but I'm very curious to find out. But I'm just really excited to jump into this movie. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me, helps my channel out a lot. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. Your support over there would mean the absolute world. But other than that, let's jump into Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Subject to their approval. Hold on. Hey. Oh shit. Sorry. Let me
Hey, Catherine Hahn.
Here, can you grab the thing? Yeah.
May 13th, 2020.
Your campaign is backed by billionaire philanthropist Miles Braun, founder of the ubiquitous tech giant Alpha, which now has dozens of companies from Alpha Cosmos, Alpha Car.
Is this a rocket company?
Can't keep making excuses for every one of Miles Braun's insane whims.
Is this
Isn't that how we became?
This is about
Miles
Elon
Braun?
Musk?
Uber for biospheres. AI and dogs equals discourse. Okay, I mean, all night long. Remember child equals NFT?
Child equals NFT.
He's asking us to put a volatile substance on a manned flight.
And what if it works?
This is science.
Okay, so they're each getting one of these packages.
Peg? Here. Hey, please stop fire spinning inside. Peg.
Oh, you're from Iron Fist.
Because she's afraid that I will tweet an ethnic slur.
And you will?
Again. Didn't even know that that word referred to Jewish people. I thought it was a generic term for cheap. Jewy.
Oh my God.
I do not hate boobs.
No one does.
Boobs give us many useful things. Boobs give us milk, cheese. Breasts nourish our young until the age where we can go out and hunt for them.
He just likes butts instead.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right, babe?
I love my boobs. They're so much fun. Oops,
Most people
sorry, feminist.
enjoy your boobs as well. Girl from Outer Banks.
Dookie! I've been calling you. You gotta answer me when I call.
Oh, will you shut it? We've been over this a million times. I told you when me and Whiskey are alive, you gotta let us do.
Maybe it's sensitive to heat.
Oh, wait, it's Duke. Hold on. Duke!
How do all these people know each other?
It's a stereogram.
She did something to it. It opened up. I don't know. She broke it.
Oh, it opens up via sound? Fancy. I wonder if they actually made these boxes.
Is something supposed to happen? N. Maybe stands for something? Maybe in one of the other puzzles?
It's a compass.
Ma, it's a compass.
Oh. What the frickin' frick is happening?
That first one's a Fibonacci sequence.
His mom is so good at this.
Look at that.
What the heck, dude? This would be so cool if they actually made this box. Like it does it.
And so, you are cordially invited
For a long weekend on my private island.
Where we will celebrate the bonds that connect us, and I hope your puzzle-solving skills are whetted. Ma, where's my spear gun? I got it packed. Hey, it's packed.
Spear gun. Just break it. Just break it, and then... Oh, hell yeah. She's just gonna break it. That's what's up. That was my idea from the beginning. Among Us!
Blanc, I saw you go in the engine room.
He's playing Among Us with... Is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
We're worried about you, buddy. Lockdown hasn't been easy for
And is that the lady from Murder, She Wrote?
Huh? Someone here for you. With a box.
Of course, she doesn't have a mask on.
Wait a second. Benoit Blanc?
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Benoit Blanc, the detective?
What an extraordinary gathering.
He's just firing guns into the air.
Crew, we've arrived.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Greece. This fine craft will take you to Mr. Braun's Island. It is a 2-hour
Is that
journey.
Ethan Hawke?
Mr. Cody.
What did he just shoot down her mouth?
What is that?
Open, please.
But what is it? I would like to know what's in it.
You're good. Have a great trip, everyone.
That look, I swear, if that's not Ethan Hawke, I don't know what I'm doing here. What is her deal? Why are they all shocked? Shocked and awed. She pulled up in a taxi.
Andy started Alpha with Miles 10 years ago, just the two of them.
That's Cassandra Brand.
Interesting.
And they're no longer partners.
One legal move cut her out completely. Booted her without a dime. Social networked her.
Damn. Take your Prada and your Gucci flip-flops. She's the Andrew Garfield of this movie.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit?
Serenading me with my song.
On the guitar Paul wrote it on. I know, legit, right? But look at your face, it was worth it. Oh, my friends, my...
Oh! He just drops it. It probably costs so much money.
Whiskey. Wow. I love that necklace.
And her breasts, yep, is what you're actually looking at.
Andy.
You didn't expect her to come?
I know you guys think I'm a hippie, but can we just take a second and fully imbreviate this moment together?
Imbreviate? Is that a word?
It's a commune for creativity.
For a cult?
Amazing.
Well, what is that?
That's the hourly dong.
What? This is so extravagant. And all these people are so weird. Whoa. Heck of visuals in there, brother.
Just to be included and to
Why do you have a car there?
meet you.
Does it fly?
Is that a motor car?
Oh yeah, that's my baby blue.
Why is it there?
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
You invited me.
No, I didn't.
Mr. Braun, I've learned through bitter experience that an anonymous invitation is not to be trifled with.
Yeah, like the last movie. Dang, girl. Still looking fine.
I like that. You really make an effort.
She is
Well, I figured.
all out there.
And no mask, I can breathe again.
You could breathe before.
For a swim. Maybe only out for a bit.
Just kidding. She's very attractive though.
Oh, God.
Always has the gun on him.
Oh, my God.
Really? Asshole.
How many bullets do you have?
There was a time, you know, back when I was the one on magazines. He was nobody. He was this little thing in my hand.
And now the power dynamic has
I
switched.
preferred that.
Yeah, I would assume so. Ooh, she heard that whole thing.
Look, everybody. Look. Miles, you're so funny having this around.
May I ask, if it isn't too presumptuous of me, what first drew you all together? It's such an eclectic bunch.
Whiskey's a little bit of a gold digger.
Tell you a little secret. Your worldview's gonna change. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Is your phone turned off?
Oh, I left it in my room.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are you willing to break the thing that nobody wants you to break? Because at that point, people are not gonna be on your side. They're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna tell you to stop. Even your partner will say, you need to stop. Nobody wants you to break the system itself. Disruptors. All of us.
Except for Whiskey.
Wow. That was some real red pill stuff, Miles.
A little bit, yeah.
Nobody would touch Birdie with a 10-foot pole because she went on Oprah and compared herself to Harriet Tubman.
Ooh. Come on now.
Angel investor in Sweetie Pants, huh?
Miles.
Duke.
They all
When
owe
Duke
their
got banned
success
from Switch for
to
hawking
Miles.
rhino horn boner pills to teenage boys.
With zero rhino in those pills.
Who do
They're
Every
all
single
little
one of them
minions
is
of
holding on
his.
for dear life to Miles Brine's golden titties.
Peggy's like, hell yeah.
I'm a truth teller. Some people can't handle it.
I don't think you tell much
It's a dangerous
truths.
thing to mistake speaking without thought for speaking the truth.
Damn. Hell yeah. Oh.
Are you calling me
Ooh.
dangerous?
No, he's calling you stupid.
Please don't do this.
Sorry?
Bird showed me the statement that you want her to make to the press about Bangladesh, and if you make her go through with it, her name is destroyed.
Bangladesh. What happened in Bangladesh?
This is a smokeless garden. A smokeless garden. Please keep our water clean.
Jeez. Run away. Just flee. You weren't here. Oh, yep, yeah, we knew. We been new. We been new. They don't cover anything up? Like close the windows?
Why would you hang a framed print of the Mona Lisa front and center? It's like having a Che poster.
That's probably
in
the
your dorm.
actual Mona Lisa.
Or
Come on.
There's no way.
blame it on the Pando, Blanc.
Blame it on the
Closed.
Pando.
France needed money, and so I bought myself a little short-term loan. You know, it turns out the transport and the security was most of the cost. Check this out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Dang, son.
It really is something.
It's classic.
Dude, what are you doing here, brother?
In 1 week, I've invited world leaders and members of the press from all over to come to this island. And right here, I'm gonna unveil the future.
Sugar crystals.
That's a new solid hydrogen fuel. It's incredibly powerful. It's radically efficient, 0 carbon emissions, and it's derived from abundant seawater. I call it clear with a K.
Ketamine.
Claire and I are not going to be responsible for putting something out in the world before it is tested.
Something tells me you'll end up doing it. Or the whole place runs on that already.
All this awesome lighting, the heating and the cooling, the whole glass onion is powered by Clear. Let's eat.
He's got stuff on all of them.
Okay.
And only one of them has a way out right now, and that's to make some statement about Bangladesh.
But if anyone can name the killer, tell me how they achieved the murder, and most importantly, what was the motive?
Very curious.
That person wins our game.
What do they get as a prize? Just pride?
What do we win?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you?
It's a game.
No, nothing. I just thought maybe there was a prize or something. An iPad or
An iPad.
Fine. Yeah. No. The winner gets an iPad.
Lit.
Have we started? Or is it?
Well, the murder hasn't happened.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, why not?
I think the killer is
who planted a
Daryl.
remote device on a crossbow in revenge for you stealing her signature Ren diamond.
You just solved it immediately.
Ren diamond, and that's a family heirloom, I believe.
I didn't know what a blood diamond was.
Not great.
Would you kindly open it for us?
He solved it immediately?
My red diamond.
Your blood diamond. What if he's wrong?
You've taken 7 people, each of whom has a real life
And you
reason
have
to
told
wish
them that
harm.
you own
Gather
them.
together on a remote island and place the idea of your murder in their heads.
Like putting a loaded gun on the table and turning off the lights.
Oh.
For at least one person on this island, this is not a game.
You know, you could just power down.
Ah, it's my Google alerts. Got them for all you guys. Whiskey, sports I like, general interests.
You have a Google alert for the Word movie?
I like movies. Don't hate.
Thank God.
Put it on silent, you weirdo. Or at least on vibrate.
What do you want? Do you want to know why we did it? Hmm? Really? Why? Do the math. It's easy math.
My life was taken away from me by someone, by everyone in this room. My life. Do you even know what that means? Huh?
What Claire's trying to say is we're sorry.
Is that what she's trying to say?
Are you really asking me that?
Yes. What do you want?
She wants
A check?
all of it.
You want performative pity?
I'm not coming back for 15%. I'm coming back for all of it.
Want to take us all down? What?
She's Andrew
Just
Garfield.
Drop the bombshell. Say it.
She wants you all to
Say it. I
burn.
want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm tired of pretending like you're the victim in this game. You just couldn't hack it.
What's that? Come on, guys. Blanc ruined my game. It's okay. Hey, Alpha DJ, give us something upbeat.
Miles?
Something about the Mona Lisa just keeps opening and closing.
This is all over the internet. You look at those numbers.
What happened?
It changes things, right?
It sure does. Guys, have I ever let you down? Have we ever not pulled through, pulled it off? You're staying.
I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to find clues to what is going on.
I want a toast. I want a toast to the disruptors, my OGs. I love you, all of you.
Like there's something that's about to happen. And I don't know what it is.
On your feet, genius. I want to see your...
Miles, Duke.
Oh, he's too big to do the Heimlich. Anybody want to do the Heimlich at all? Anybody at all? No one in the slightest wants to even try? Has he been poisoned?
Duke! Oh my god! 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 What happened? Did he choke? What happened?
I think it was Catherine Hahn.
But we won't know the exact cause of death without an autopsy.
Catherine Hahn killed him. When they bumped into each other, I think she put something in his drink.
My guess is something was put in his drink. Intentionally.
I think Catherine Hahn did it. Or whiskey.
How's that possible?
Pizza shade. Dog is pizza shade.
Piece of shite.
The doc is a piece of shit.
Oh.
What?
That's your glass, Miles.
Ooh, someone tried to kill him.
I'll pay you $1 billion to tell me which one of them tried to kill me.
$1 billion? A cool bill?
Forget about his phone, look.
Someone took his gun. Who went to the body? Whiskey went to the body.
What happens at 10 o'clock?
Oh. The power goes out.
It was Andy! It was Andy. She killed Duke and she tore our room apart. I saw her!
Oh, not today.
Wait.
Mr. Braun!
What is happening?
Hell's bells, just everybody, just stay here.
I don't think it was Andy. And I don't think it was Birdie. Birdie wants out. Well, I mean, they all want out, I guess.
Helen! Listen, did you take Duke's gun?
Why would I take Duke's gun? And why are the lights
Duke is
out?
dead.
What?
That looks like a man hand? I can't tell.
We only need one last piece of information, and only you can.
Oh. Unless Andy is behind all of this, is at Daryl.
Yeah.
What's up, Philip?
Can I help you?
Yes. Is this Benoit Blanc's residence?
Oh. Andy brought the box to him.
My name is Helen Brand, and I came all the way here from Alabama. I'm getting into tie-dye.
Dang, Benoit's got a
I was pinned.
dope-ass spot.
My twin sister committed suicide.
Oh.
Andy didn't commit suicide.
I finally found it. It's right here, and I'm gonna use it to burn his whole empire down. I'm giving you all one last chance to make things right. You know where to find me. Hey.
Interesting.
You want to hire me to go to that island?
It's a stupid idea, right?
Listen, I want to be
Sounds
clear.
like a dope idea.
I'm not Batman.
You live in Batman's apartment.
I'm proposing that you come with me to that island as your sister. Now, why would anyone suspect you showing up playing your sister when they don't know your sister is dead?
Right. They don't know Andy is dead.
So the only person that would suspect her would be the one that killed her.
I have all of her TED Talks on this thing, and I've been studying.
Good.
The dog ate the caviar.
There you go.
She doesn't seem like so terribly distraught about her sister.
About 10 years ago, before they all hit it big, they used to hang together at this bar.
And Miles was leader of the pack.
No, Andy was. They were all friends with Andy. At first, nobody liked him.
Outlive the person that
He
created
would
it.
say stuff like,
You know, I wanna be responsible for something that gets talked about in the same breath as the Mona Lisa. Forever.
and then the big thing happened.
What is that you're working on?
Oh, she's the one that put that on the napkin.
Cut to 2 years ago, Miles meets some sketchy Norwegian scientist at an ayahuasca ceremony in Peru who sells him on this whole new hydrogen fuel. He becomes obsessed.
Interesting.
Give the company's entire resources to launch this thing. I'll walk. And I'll take half the company to stop you from using it for this. And she did it.
Dang.
Her whole case was based on intellectual ownership of the company's founding idea.
Oh, so then all the people are gonna say that she didn't write it down.
So he grabbed a napkin and he scribbled something on it to show.
Oh, that's a lie.
Order!
Your Honor, it's
Order!
a lie, Claire.
Counsel, get your client.
Look me in the eye, Claire. You know it's a lie.
Oh, there's the actual one. I don't know. I don't know who it is.
I think it's really shitty what they all did to you. And how they all treated you. I read your court transcripts and you got shanked.
Why did you read the court transcripts?
You signed off on the power plant.
Yep. When this thing breaks, poof. My whole base is gone. Gone.
I did it too.
Did what?
I signed off on putting clear in a manned mission. We put its gas form into household piping. There's massive leakage into the air. The hydrogen particles are too small.
Hydrogen gas? You're telling me that it could literally turn people's homes into the Hindenburg?
That's pretty bad.
I think maybe you should lie down.
We're running out of time, Blanc.
Helen! Helen. Please. Think of the danger here.
I have no idea what is going on. I'm just like baffled right now. Who's the Moidoa?
That's why I called. We all did. Right after we got it, over and over.
I went to your house.
Lionel and I got there at the same time. Duke was already there.
Andy! Hey, Andy?
Oh.
If I would have answered the door that night, would you have said, I'm sorry, I back you with Miles? Or were you just showing up so you could stop me from using that envelope?
The second one, for sure.
Yeah, but they could have gotten there early, killed your sister, circled away, and then waited for the other to arrive.
That's Serena Williams? I bet she got paid to be part of this.
This case confounds me. Just confounds me.
We don't
Oh,
have a
Serena
motive
Williams.
for Duke or Bertie.
Do
So,
either of you two want to do a session or what?
Is this like live? You're constantly being paid for this?
Oh, if I ever meet Jared Leto, I'm gonna whoop his kombucha brewing ass.
Oh, no.
You can't fight Morbius. He's a vampire.
Holy shit.
From that afternoon, just minutes after Andy sent the email.
Look, baby. We really need this.
Oh.
So do this for me one last time, okay? All right. Now look.
He pressured her into boning Miles? She was fairly dismissive after the fact.
He is my loyal friend, but I can't put him on Alpha News, okay?
Maybe Duke did it. Maybe he's not actually dead.
Miss J, I am writing to inform you that the proposed Bangladesh factory is notoriously one of the world's biggest sweatshops. Please advise. And then you replied, sounds perfect.
Sounds perfect. Thanks. What an idiot. What a gigantic loser. Why would you love that idea?
Please tell me you did not think sweatshops are where they make
Sweats.
sweatpants.
Wow, she's really dumb.
He's a son of a bitch, Whiskey. Leave his ass.
In a southern accent. She said it in a southern accent. I think it
Search their rooms, ransack them, fast and thorough.
was this Whiskey.
Hey.
What's up, Daryl?
Hi.
Want to hang out or? Nah, Daryl. But what's up with you, man? You're weird. 37 messages. Oh, it went live. Okay, so maybe she does have a twin sister. And this is indeed her. Who had their phone? Duke had their phone. And Peg had a phone. I don't know who it could be. Maybe Duke didn't actually die. He was looking at his phone and he said he had Google alerts for all of them. Maybe he has a Google alert for Andy. And he pretended to die so that he could kill her.
We only need one last piece of information, and only you can.
Okay. Oi.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, damn. Now you gotta pretend. He's got hot sauce. Jared Little's hot sauce. Or not Jared Little, Jeremy Renner's hot sauce. We will pretend you are dead. Okay, so that answers my question. I had a feeling she wasn't actually dead.
We good?
Oh, he put that in his eyes. Oh. Shitballs.
Everyone inside.
Oh, it's gonna go in her nose.
Shitballs.
Shitballs indeed. That was probably so spicy in your nostril.
I expected intelligence. I expected a puzzle, a game. But that's not what any of this is.
Maybe that's the actual napkin.
But behind mind-numbing,
Or
obvious
that red
clarity,
dot, that red square is the
truth is
thing.
And I was staring right at it.
Indeed you were. Wow.
Imbreviate.
Yeah, that word. What was that freaking word?
Not a word.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
It is.
His dock doesn't float. His wonder fuel is a disaster. His grasp of disruption theory is remedial at best.
He's very stupid.
Everyone in the world. I assumed Miles Braun was a complicated genius. But why?
He presents himself to be one, but he is not. He is Elon Musk.
Miles Braun is an idiot. Nobody tried to kill you, you vainglorious buffoon.
Duke took my glass.
That's what you told us he did.
But he didn't.
What did we all actually see?
Wow, look at that dress spin. Birdie, that's amazing. Just.
You handed Duke your own glass. Clear as crystal. Right in front of our eyes. All of us.
Interesting, 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 interesting.
You're a Taurus.
What does that mean?
2 weeks ago.
Forget the hydrofuels
May 9th.
and the sweatshops.
Holy shit!
Okay. What is reality?
Who did the envelope threaten?
Him. Okay.
Miles's machine of lawyers and power could destroy her through sheer dumb force, but Miles himself...
And he put his weird crystal thing, because it's hydrogen gas.
Didn't see the real threat, the obvious threat.
He
until it
put
was too
he
late.
put the fuel in her house, hydrogen gas. Somehow, I don't know.
Vodka, amaretto.
Oh, God.
He's allergic to something. Pineapple.
Pineapple juice.
No pineapple in there, right? Duke don't dance with pineapple.
He's allergic to pineapple.
It's so dumb.
It's
It
so
is.
dumb. It's brilliant.
I didn't catch it.
No! It's just dumb.
In apparent suicide, she is survived by her sister, Helen.
Helen. You told me about Helen, your sister.
No, she didn't tell you. It's... He's stupid.
You're one murder with any panache at all. And you stole the whole idea from me.
Wow.
You recognize this?
I would have burned it, yeah.
Andy's handwriting. I got you, son of a bitch.
Okay, but second,
Oi, how'd you do that? Burn it. Yeah, got the idea from him. You shouldn't have started a fire in this place, man. Isn't this whole place
wow.
the Hindenburg now?
Wow, we got some big accusations flying around here.
You're gonna burn your goddamn house down.
And there's nothing but totally circumspective evidence.
Circumstantially, idiot.
I'm sorry, Ella. I gave you the truth. This is where my jurisdiction
Yeah, you
ends.
kind of stood too close to him. Because the fuel is unstable. Create a Molotov. Burn this place to the ground. Mona Lisa. Open. Is this all this stuff made out of his solid hydrogen as well, or is this all glass?
Hell yeah!
Indeed.
Oh, damn, that felt good.
I bet it did. You're creating millions of micro dust particles of his solid hydrogen.
We're not.
Oh, God! Whoa!
She's gonna burn the whole thing down.
Miles, fire extinguisher, Miles?
This whole place is run on his biofuel. What did he put in her hand, though? Oh, yeah, gang. We knew it. That's no bueno. That's very bad. That's very bad. Oh, damn, son. Okay. He's gonna end up with nothing. Because he staked his entire company on the idea of this working, of this fuel working. And now it's just been proven that it doesn't work. Unless you can, oh, and that's a short-term insurance policy. It's the last thing of value here.
Or is this your way to hide a broken heart?
Damn, he's really gonna lose out on everything.
Mona Lisa are just a cold.
The insurance policy on this is probably insane. He's gonna owe them so much money.
Oh, fantastic! I am so punk rock.
You have no money.
You're an alligator? You think you pop me like a gangster? No! Ah, you child!
You feel better now?
Brother, you got no money left.
Your fuel of the future just barbecued. The world's most famous painting, you dumbass.
And you staked your entire company on this. Right? Didn't he say in that meeting that he was going to put his entire company's resources on this?
I saw the napkin he burned.
Just needs one person to tell the truth.
I clearly saw him grab Duke's gun.
Did you get the son of a bitch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to go home?
She's very much ready. She wants to go back to teaching 3rd grade. Dang, man. What a good movie. This movie literally had me second guessing everything. And it's just simpler than we assumed. Man, Rian Johnson tricked me again. I feel like I didn't catch the reveal in the first movie until it was revealed either. And I didn't really catch the reveal in this movie either. Like I thought I had solved it at like various points, and I was like, oh, this guy's not actually dead. This person's not dead. And I was wrong. Every step of the way I was wrong. Like, it was as obvious as presented right off the bat that this man essentially kind of staged the whole thing. Not really. It's very interesting that Benoit Blanc didn't really like solve the crime. I mean, well, he solved the one crime right away, but like, oh, man, this was so twisty and turny, and like all these people still suck, by the way. The only people that don't suck are what? Helen's good, Benoit, and maybe Peg, Jessica Henwick's character, are like, they're like the only redeemable people in the whole movie. Everyone else has like blatantly like suckled on the teat of this billionaire for so long, which I feel like Edward Norton's character was meant to be like a play on Elon Musk to an extent. Like, there's a lot of little things that they mentioned about him that was like, hey, like, this is Elon Musk. Like, right, it's like, oh, he'll just say random ideas like, ooh, like Neuralink for babies, like NFTs for children, like just random stuff that I feel like was kind of a direct parallel to rich tech bros. I'm curious what news event happened in the last like within the last 2-3 months that people were like drawing a direct comparison to. I don't quite know what the parallels that people were drawing on Twitter were. Like, so far the only ones I can draw are like Elon Musk. I mean, I feel like the biggest like direct comparison that I can draw, which, you know, I was calling it out at the beginning that it's like a Elon Musk parallel, but like, especially right now with Elon Musk buying Twitter and running Twitter kind of like into the ground, and the entire world is seeing Elon Musk essentially being outed for just being an absolute moron, right? Like, he's kind of carried this air about him of being like this genius inventor. He's so smart, like, right? And I want to put forth, like, I generally enjoy like SpaceX. I think SpaceX is dope. I think everything that the company's doing is dope. You know, like reusable rockets, like bringing down the cost of you know, space endeavors. I think that's fantastic. I think it's super cool. I do agree to an extent with Elon Musk's thought process that, you know, humanity at some point will need to become an interstellar species and move beyond Earth, because like humanity as a whole is too dumb and too stubborn to get to figure out climate change. Right? Like, we're too dumb to like work together to stop it and reverse it and make Earth hospitable in the future, right? So at a certain point, we're gonna have to leave, and the survival of the species probably depends on humanity leaving Earth at some point. But generally, I just think space is really cool, and space travel's cool, and like scientific discoveries are really cool. So I generally am on board with SpaceX, the company, and what they're doing. I generally like Tesla. I think EVs are awesome, and they're kind of the future, right? Like, all these car companies are transitioning to electric vehicles, and I think that's good. I think we need to. That's sustainable for the future. You know, we got to move away from these fossil fuels. I generally enjoy, you know, how Tesla has kind of been driving that. But trust me when I say I am not under the illusion that Elon Musk is the one that's like spearheading like all the technological innovations and all that jazz. Like, he's very much like the CEOs or what. I don't even know if he's the CEO of Tesla anymore, or SpaceX. Someone else might be the CEO, but he's the face of all these things. But I am under no illusions that he's the one that's like actually coming up with all the ideas. He very much likes to present himself as a smart individual, and he might be smart, you know, who knows? I mean, he probably has to know some stuff, right? But as evidence of the last month or two on Twitter, he likes to just say stuff and consistently be proven wrong by the people that actually are involved and know the stuff. Like, he'll spout out something about how Twitter works, and a Twitter employee will be like, hey, moron, that's not how that works. and then he'll just be like, well, you're fired. It's just like, this seems like something Elon would do. And I feel like there were so many direct comparisons, like down to the look of the character, to the car he drives, the one of one. His car was, even his car was meant to be like a direct comparison to the Tesla Roadster, but instead of like a cherry red Roadster, it was a baby blue whatever car he had. It's just like, it was wonderful how this entire movie was almost a direct shot at Elon Musk, essentially calling him a gigantic loser. And a bubbling buffoon. And I loved that aspect of it. You know, I think, again, like, I think the companies that Elon Musk is involved with are kind of cool, but I don't really like him as a person. Oh man, this movie was super twisty and turny though. I had no idea who was behind it the entire time. Like, you go into these movies, you always have somewhat of an inkling in the back of your head that the person who invited everyone here is behind everything, right? And so I kind of had that inkling in the back of my head throughout the entire film, but it never like rose to the level where I legitimately suspected him of being a killer. Especially once Duke died, I was just like, I had no idea. I was pulling things out. I was like, Whiskey did it. Like, she could have taken the gun, because there's so many little moments that show that she could have. Like, when she went to the body, she could have taken it. Catherine Hahn's character, you know, she bumped up into him as well. Like, there's so many little things here and there, and everyone had motive. Like, literally everyone had motive. And so I was just like, I was trying to figure it out, and I was wrong. On every single guess, I was wrong. You know, most of the time when I watch these mystery movies, I can kind of figure it out. Like, I recently watched Enola Holmes. I think I called halfway through the movie that Moriarty was the assistant lady. When I was watching the Fear Street trilogy, I literally called the big twist of the movie in the opening credits. Like, the big twist of that trilogy, I just like said it in the opening credits of the movie because it was obvious. But this one, like, so I generally think I'm a smart person. Like, I feel like I can put the pieces together. But this movie was so freaking twisty and turny that I guessed wrong every time, and I'm the big Dumbo at the end. Right? You know, I'm the one that likes to present themselves as a smart individual, and then you find out at the end that I'm a bubbling buffoon. I'm just so dumb. And it's just, oh, this was very good. Extremely well acted as well. I liked it a lot. Janelle Monáe did a great job as, as kind of two characters. Well, one character. She was playing Helen, who was playing Andy. Dave Bautista, great. He was super fun. Madeline Klein, beautiful, gorgeous individual. Arguably is too good for Outer Banks now. How does she go back to Outer Banks and like look at the other actors there and be like, peasants? like she's legitimately really good. I mean, granted, none of the actors in Outer Banks are bad. Like, they're all decent, solid actors and could be in other things. But, like, she crushed it in this, and I think she might be the best actor of those teenage people. Catherine Hahn, great. Who else was in this movie? Leslie Odom Jr. He was pretty solid. I enjoyed him. Jessica Henwick, underrated performance in this movie. She was pretty solid, though. Daniel Craig, obviously fantastic as Benoit Blanc. Like, he eats into that role every time. So good. Edward Norton, unhinged, very weird, like, subtly parodied Elon Musk. Like, he wasn't like a blatant impersonation of him. Like, whereas, like, I think they went far enough to where Elon Musk would not be able to sue Rian Johnson, wouldn't be able to sue the production company and be like, hey, they blatantly impersonated me and insinuated things about me. But, so Edward Norton's performance was just far enough away, but connected enough where you know who he's pretending to be, right? You know who he's supposed to be, but it's like it's just so subtle. It's very subtle. He did great. Kate Hudson, fantastic. Her and what's her name from the last one? She played the dumb bimbo rich girl from the last one, and she's so good at acting. She's in Hereditary. What's her name? Them interacting would be so funny. Like watching a conversation between those two. Like, oh gosh, the cast of this movie, randomly freaking Daryl showing up. At certain points I suspected that Daryl was involved in this somehow. And just like there's just so many little things throughout this movie to just call out how much of a dummy Edward Norton's character is. Like, from small, like there's obviously the big things, but then there's small little things like the dock. The dock that they think is so cool because it rises above the water. Even the boat guy is like, that's a piece of shit. Like, it's not buoyant. It's set, the height of it is set to low tide, so you can only ever use it in low tide. It's it was so good. So good. Small little thing. I don't know, man. It was a solid movie. It was really good. I wonder if it's better than the first one. The only thing I didn't like about this movie, I think, is the stuff with the Mona Lisa. Like, I like the reveal at the end, or not a reveal, but the how it tied into the end of the movie, where, like, you know, his super fuel is essentially responsible for the burning of the biggest, most famous painting ever, and now he owes the country of France $1 quadrillion, right? Like, and the fact that he staked his entire company's resources on the development of this fuel, and now it's been proven that this doesn't work at all, and so hopefully his company is going to go under. But like throughout the film, like people's phones are going off, and this thing is constantly opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. And I don't know if that was just an element designed to make you think that something else was going on there, and that it was gonna tie into the finale in a more complicated, thought out way. Right? Like I was every time that went off, I was trying to think of it in my head, and they're showing close-ups of it, like on the eyes, on the mouth. I was like, there's something more with this painting, and I was trying to think of like different things, like how is this painting involved? How is this case involved? And it wasn't. Like there was almost no reason to focus on the Mona Lisa and the case. Like they could have just brought it up at the beginning, right? That he paid $1 quadrillion for this painting, mentioned the case and the release button, and then been done with it until towards the end of the movie. I feel like they didn't need for it to just constantly be opening and closing. Maybe that's just me being slightly bitter that, like, while I was trying to figure it out, my mind was hinging so much on that painting's involvement, and then it didn't play out, and so maybe I'm just bitter. but I feel like that was a slightly unnecessary element. There was, I don't know, there was lots of stuff to keep you guessing throughout the film, starting with everyone's motives for wanting to kill the main guy, like why everyone hates him. None of that really, didn't really come into play other than, like, keeping us on our toes and keeping us guessing, right? Of wondering, like, ooh, who could it be? They all have motives, when in the end, he didn't actually die. and the core part of the climax didn't really involve any of their motives in the first place, right? It kind of did to an extent. It explained why they were all willing to lie for him and, you know, essentially ruin Helen's sister's life. But it didn't necessarily play, like, completely into the, like, who did it, like, the conclusion of that, right? Like, they set up a lot of stuff throughout the film, and there were a ton of plates spinning, and you're trying to pick out which plate is the important plate, and then it's revealed that none of the plates are important, and it's all about the dude spinning them. I don't know, man. Fantastic movie. Loved it. Thought it was great. Made me look like a big dumb loser because I wasn't able to figure it out. I really wanted to figure it out. Like, my competitive nature, every time I watch one of these movies, I desperately want to figure it out before the end. Not necessarily to be like, oh, I'm so smart. I'm a smart guy, and, like, think better about myself, but, like, I want to win. Like, I think of it as a competition. Like I do the same thing when I'm driving places. When I pull up Google Maps, if I beat the Google Maps time, I feel so good. And so I wanted to figure figure it out before the movie, like before it tells me who it is. I wanted to figure it out, and I wasn't able to figure it out, and now I'm angry. No. The movie's brilliant. Rian Johnson's brilliant. All the actors involved are brilliant. I think there's, what? How many more Knives Out movies are there? Because I know Rian Johnson signed some deal with Netflix. And side note, F Netflix. Right? We are on the anti-Netflix bandwagon at the current moment because they just announced that they're going to end password sharing. It's like, why? Why is Netflix determined, absolutely determined, to like run their business into the ground? Like it's like they're doing it on purpose. I don't understand. They cancel everything that people like. They spend $1 quadrillion on dumb things, like dumb reality shows that mean nothing, enact policies that make people want to cancel. It's just like I don't know what these streaming platforms are doing. Like, there's a clear path forward of like, this is how we succeed at being a business, and none of them want to follow it. It's very confusing. I feel like Disney Plus is the only ones that aren't actively like shooting themselves in the foot. But that's beside the point. But I know Netflix paid a substantial amount of money for this movie and a number of sequels. I don't know if it was like a total of 3 Knives Out films or 2 Knives Out films or 5 Knives Out films. It might have only been 2, but I feel like they paid a frick ton of money. And so I know there's at least one more Knives Out film coming from Rian Johnson. Who knows when it'll happen, but it's apparently going to happen. I know Netflix put this out in theaters for like a week. They should have arguably put it out in theaters for like a whole theatrical run. I feel like this would have made a lot of money. like Netflix, what are you doing? You could have, granted, I'm sure a ton of people watched it on Netflix when it came out, like I'm doing right now. Probably a butt ton. I don't know how many people signed up for Netflix specifically to watch this movie. Maybe it's a substantial amount. Maybe it was enough to return on their investment. But I feel like they could have made quite a bit of money if they would have put it in theaters. Granted, it's competing against Avatar. Or at least it would have been, maybe. And so, well, granted, it would have been in theaters for like a full month at this point. So, I don't know if it would be competing against Avatar. I don't know. I just think Netflix could have made quite a bit of money putting this in theaters for longer than a week. And they should have done that. It feels like a dumb business decision not to do that. But we're getting on a tangent now. I almost said this show. This movie was dope as hell. I'm looking forward to multiple more sequels. However many more sequels Rian Johnson wants to make, I'm down for them. I'm gonna watch them. Very, very excited. But I think that's all I got. Definitely let me know what you thought of the movie down in the comments below. Did you figure out the twist at any point before they revealed it to you? I would love to know how many of you are smarter than me. Right? Like, I'm very curious if any of you were able to figure it out. Yeah, definitely leave a comment down below about what you thought of the movie. What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? Did you think this movie was better than the first one? Are you gonna watch future Knives Out movies if you have the chance to? Definitely let me know. Other than that, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me, helps my channel grow a lot. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider checking out my Patreon that is linked in the description below. Your support over there would mean the absolute world to me. I want to do this type of thing full time, and Patreon is the best way to help me do that. So, if you are so inclined, definitely check that out. But, other than that, I think that's all I gotta say. I will catch you guys in the next video.